Once again, welcome to my YouTube channel, Maths with Ease by Mr. Kamotho. And in this video, we just want to exercise what we have learned as far as trigonometric ratios are concerned. But now I want us to just pick one of them because we are told to use a calculator to copy and complete the table below for y is equals to sine theta for the range of angles between 0 degrees to 360 degrees to exact or to significant figures values. Now I would just do exactly that because we are starting with the sine of 0 is 0. We just pick the calculator. We have the sine of 0 is 0 and it is already given. We go the sine of 30 degrees equals to a half, 0.5. What about the sine of 60 degrees? The sine of 60 degrees equals to root 3 over 2. That is exact, but of course in decimal point it is 0.87, let's say 0.87. What about the sine of 90 degrees? It is a 1. The sine of 120 degrees, it is again 0.87. 0.87. Now 120 degrees, from the previous video, it happens to be in the second quadrant because the first quadrant is from 0 to 90. Second quadrant is from 90 to 180. And as we said, in the second quadrant, the sine is positive, and you can see the sine is actually positive. What about the sine of 150 degrees, which is 0.5, 0.5, 180 is 0, it's done. We now get into third quadrant, 210, which has to be negative 0.5, negative 0.5. The sine of 240 degrees is negative 0.86, negative 0.87. The sine of 270 degrees, negative 1. The sine of 300 degrees, negative 0.8, negative 0.87. The sine of 330 degrees, negative 0.5. And the sine of 360 is given as 0. Having done that, we have just used the calculator easily and normally. We are now told use the table to draw the graph of y is equals to sine theta, and the limits are there from 0 all the way to 360. So we just use the xy Cartesian plane. These are angles, of course. These are angles and these are the sine of theta. The y-axis, we have the sine of theta, and these are angles, and the angles are said to be in theta form. Now, sine 0 is 0, we plot there. Sine 30 is 0.5, there we go. Sine 60 is 0.8, 6 around there. Sine 90 is 1, as you can see. Sine 120 is 0.86. Sine 150 is 0.5. Sine 180 is 0. Sine 210 is negative 0.5 there. 240, negative 0.86 around there. Sine 270, we have negative 1 there. Sine 300, negative 0.86 there, sine 330 negative 0.5, and sine 360 we can see we have 0. So using freehand, we draw a very smooth curve, very smooth curve. And that is it. So the graph, we name it y is equals to the sine of theta. And as you can see, even if you are to continue, we will never go beyond 1 and we will never go below negative 1. That should be noted. And of course, that is the task for this video. Thank you, and let us meet in the next video.